Hey y'all, we're still around the fire. Tonight's story is about someone who changed a town forever, even if most people never knew their name. Ruth Ellis, Ruth of Detroit.
This story begins in Detroit, long before pride flags waved in streets or community centers existed for people like Ruth Ellis. Ruth was born in 1899 in a world that didn't have a name for who she was and didn't care to. From her earliest days, she understood something most people around her could not: the importance of living honestly even when honesty is dangerous. She moved through the city, through decades of enormous change, the Roaring Twenties, the Great Depression, the post-war era, carrying with her a quiet defiance. She lived openly as a lesbian, something almost unheard of in her time. People whispered, people stared. Some tried to chase her away, some quietly admired her courage from a distance, but Ruth stayed. Her home was more than a residence. It was a sanctuary. Friends, neighbors, and young people who felt out of place found themselves welcomed, seen, and safe within her walls. She shared what little she had, offering advice, comfort, and a place to rest. You could knock on Ruth's door at any hour, and if she could, she would make room for you. Ruth had a partner, Ceciline Babe Franklin, and together they built a life that felt ordinary on the surface, but extraordinary to anyone who understood what it meant to exist openly in a world designed to erase you. Their home wasn't just a private space. It became a community hub, a quiet network of care for people who might otherwise have had nowhere to turn. Over time, her quiet courage created ripples that no one could measure. Stories of her hospitality spread through whispered networks, letters, and word of mouth. Teens and young adults came to her not only for a safe place, but for guidance, learning how to navigate a world that didn't always want them to exist. Decades passed. Cities changed, neighbors moved on, times got harder, yet Ruth continued. She saw friends age, lovers lost, the city reshape itself around her, yet she never stopped being that constant presence. She celebrated small victories: a friend accepted at a new job, a young person finding courage to live openly, as if they were her own. By the time she passed, Ruth's life had spanned nearly a century. The world had changed in ways she could never have imagined when she was a teenager. And though most people never knew her name, her impact could still be felt. In 1999, the Ruth Ellis Center opened in Detroit, providing support for LGBTQ+ youth facing homelessness. The center carries forward the very values Ruth lived by: safety, acceptance, and the quiet, persistent power of being unapologetically yourself. Ruth's story isn't about fireworks or headlines. It's about the slow, steady work of being seen, of showing up when the world isn't ready to notice, of giving people a place to exist when nowhere else would have them. And sometimes that's exactly the kind of hero the world needs.
That's our story for tonight. Perhaps it's a bit beyond belief, but you never know. These stories could be true.